We're counting down the top 10 foods proven to fight sarcopenia and keep you strong after your 60s. From budget-friendly classics to surprisingly powerful plant proteins, this ranking reveals which foods actually protect your muscles and exposes common healthy choices that can quietly do more harm than good. Which food delivers the ultimate muscle boost in later life? Let's start the countdown with number 10. Fatty fish like salmon and sardines bring a powerful combination for muscle health after 60. A 3-ounce serving of cooked salmon gives about 20 to 25 grams of high-quality protein and nearly 2 grams of leucine, the amino acid that acts as a trigger for muscle building. But what sets these fish apart is their rich supply of omega-3 fatty acids, especially EPA and DHA. These fatty acids help to calm chronic inflammation, which can otherwise speed up muscle loss as we age. Clinical studies show that combining protein and omega-3s from fish can strengthen the muscle's response to daily activity and resistance exercise. For an easy, elder-friendly meal, try a warm salmon salad. Bake a fillet until soft, flake it gently, and toss with olive oil, lemon, and steamed vegetables. Canned sardines with bones included add calcium for bone strength and can be mashed into soft spreads or purees. When choosing fish, stick to lower mercury options like wild salmon, sardines, or trout, and limit high mercury species such as king mackerel and shark. Beware of frozen or ready-made fish meals cooked in vegetable oils. These are often high in calories and sodium but provide little to no real omega-3 benefit. Always check the label for EPA and DHA content. Real fatty fish delivers what your muscles need. Lean red meat, such as beef or lamb, supplies one of the most concentrated sources of leucine, the amino acid that acts as a direct trigger for muscle protein synthesis in older adults. Just 3 ounces of minced cooked beef deliver around 25 grams of protein and nearly 2.5 grams of leucine, reaching the threshold needed to switch on muscle repair after meals. Alongside protein, lean red meat contains heme iron for healthy blood and creatine precursors that fuel muscle energy, supporting everyday strength and stamina. For elders who struggle with chewing, soft minced beef or lamb can be folded into a shepherd's pie with lentils and root vegetables, or gently simmered as a filling for mashed potato bowls. These textures make it easier to eat and absorb the full benefit. When choosing red meat, favor lean, unprocessed cuts and avoid deli meats marketed as healthy but loaded with sodium and low in complete protein. For those with advanced kidney disease, protein intake should be discussed with a doctor. But for most elders, moderate servings of lean red meat are a powerful tool against sarcopenia. Always cook thoroughly and trim visible fat for the best results. Eggs stand out as one of the most accessible ways to start the day strong. A single large egg contains about 6 to 7 grams of complete protein and roughly 0.55 grams of leucine, an essential amino acid that signals muscle building in older adults. Including 3 eggs at breakfast delivers enough leucine to reach the muscle-building trigger recommended by clinical studies. The yolk brings more than just flavor. It supplies vitamin D and choline, both vital for neuromuscular function and memory. For a soft, elder-friendly recipe, whisk 3 eggs with a splash of milk and cook gently over low heat, stirring until just set. Add a spoonful of ricotta or cottage cheese for extra protein and a creamy finish. This soft scramble is easy to chew and can be paired with steamed spinach or tomatoes for added nutrients. For those concerned about cholesterol, current guidelines show that most older adults can safely enjoy up to 3 eggs per day. Dietary cholesterol from eggs does not raise heart disease risk for the majority. Anyone with an egg allergy should, of course, avoid them, but for most, eggs remain a budget-friendly and powerful breakfast choice for keeping muscles strong. Greek yogurt and cottage cheese stand out as practical protein-packed options for older adults aiming to preserve muscle. Both deliver a powerful mix of fast-digesting whey and slow-digesting casein proteins, supporting muscle repair throughout the day and night. A 6-ounce serving of plain Greek yogurt supplies about 17 grams of protein, while a cup of cottage cheese delivers up to 28 grams, enough to help reach the recommended 25 to 30 grams of protein per meal. Greek yogurt brings an extra benefit. It is a reliable source of live probiotics, such as Lactobacillus bulgaricus and Bifidobacterium, which support gut health and may indirectly help muscle maintenance through the gut-muscle axis. Most standard cottage cheese brands, however, do not contain meaningful probiotics unless the label specifically lists live cultures. For a nourishing snack or post-exercise boost, try a simple bowl of plain Greek yogurt topped with ground flaxseed and fresh berries. Those with lactose intolerance can look for lactose-free versions or opt for brands that add the enzyme lactase. Avoid flavored yogurts and fat-free varieties marketed as healthy. These often contain 2 to 3 times more added sugar and less protein than plain versions. When choosing cottage cheese, check the label if you are seeking probiotic benefits. Only brands that list live cultures will deliver on that front. Both foods fit easily into breakfast, snack, or even savory lunch recipes, making it simpler to meet daily protein needs without heavy preparation. For most elders, these dairy options are safe and convenient, but anyone with a milk allergy or severe lactose intolerance should select alternatives. Greek yogurt and cottage cheese offer a straightforward, high-protein path to stronger muscles and better gut health after 60. Legumes like lentils, chickpeas, and soft-cooked beans offer an affordable, accessible path to plant-based protein for older adults. A half cup of cooked lentils contains about 9 grams of protein, but only around 0.65 grams of leucine, well below the 2.5 gram threshold needed to fully trigger muscle building at each meal. To get the most muscle support from legumes, it's important to pair them with other protein sources. Combining lentils with eggs, dairy, or even a scoop of whey powder can help reach the leucine target. For those following a vegetarian or budget-conscious diet, try a slow-cooked lentil and vegetable stew. Simmer lentils with carrots, onions, and diced tomatoes until soft. Then stir in a whisked egg or a few tablespoons of plain Greek yogurt just before serving. This boosts both protein quality and digestibility, making the meal more effective for muscle maintenance. For easier chewing, mash the stew lightly or blend until smooth. Most elders tolerate legumes well, but those with sensitive digestion may want to start with small portions and increase gradually. Rinsing canned beans and soaking dried legumes overnight can reduce gas and discomfort. It's important to be cautious with processed, plant-based burger patties. Many provide less protein per serving than homemade bean dishes and are often high in sodium. Reading nutrition labels reveals that whole, home-cooked legumes deliver better value and nutrition for muscle health after 60. Tofu and tempeh offer a complete dairy-free protein solution for older adults aiming to stay strong without animal products. Both are made from soybeans, but tempeh is fermented, which not only enhances its flavor but also supports gut health and makes protein easier to digest. A single cup of tempeh delivers about 30 grams of protein, while a half cup of tofu provides close to 10 grams, each with a protein digestibility score of 1.0 on par with eggs and dairy. This means the body can use nearly all the protein they contain. The fermentation process in tempeh introduces natural probiotics, which can benefit digestion and may support the gut-muscle connection that's increasingly recognized as important for healthy aging. For an easy, high-protein meal, try a tofu scramble. Simply crumble half a block of firm tofu into a non-stick pan, add a splash of olive oil, and season with turmeric, black pepper, and a pinch of salt. Toss in soft-cooked vegetables like spinach or tomatoes and cook gently until warm. This dish is soft, easy to chew, and can be paired with a slice of whole grain toast for a balanced breakfast. Tempeh, with its firmer texture, works well diced into stews or stir-fried with vegetables and a splash of low-sodium soy sauce. Safety-wise, moderate soy intake is safe for most older adults. Those with thyroid conditions can enjoy tofu and tempeh, especially when iodine-rich foods like seaweed or iodized salt are included in the diet. Soy allergies do require avoidance. And unlike highly processed plant-based meats, tofu and tempeh deliver reliable, complete protein without excess sodium or additives. The idea that plant proteins are always inferior to animal sources is outdated. When chosen wisely, soy-based foods can stand toe-to-toe with the best animal proteins for muscle health after 60. Quinoa and amaranth offer a protein-rich foundation that works especially well for older adults, building meals around both plant and animal proteins. 1 cup of cooked quinoa supplies about 8 grams of complete protein, meaning it contains all 9 essential amino acids, an uncommon trait among grains. While the protein per calorie is modest compared to eggs or meat, these grains stand out for their versatility and ability to fill the gaps in a mixed diet. Quinoa's amino acid profile complements beans, lentils, or dairy, making it a reliable backbone for meals that need to hit the 25 to 30 grams of protein per serving recommended for muscle maintenance after 60. For a soft, nourishing breakfast, try a creamy quinoa porridge. Begin by rinsing the grains thoroughly under cold water to remove saponins, which can cause bitterness or digestive upset. Simmer 1 cup of quinoa in 2 cups of fortified milk. Dairy or soy both work, along with a pinch of cinnamon and a handful of soft fruit. Cook gently until the grains are tender and the mixture thickens, then stir in a spoonful of cottage cheese or Greek yogurt for extra protein and a creamy finish. This porridge is easy to chew, gentle on the stomach, and can be enriched further by adding ground nuts or seeds, which will be explored in the next segment. Be cautious of packaged, refined cereals and instant breakfast drinks marketed as healthy for seniors. Many provide less than 4 grams of protein per serving and are often high in sugar. Unlike these processed options, whole grains like quinoa and amaranth deliver sustained energy and real protein to help maintain muscle. Always rinse quinoa before cooking, use milk instead of water for added nutrition, and treat these grains as a base to build balanced, muscle-supporting meals. Nuts and seeds like almonds, chia, and walnuts deliver a unique blend of healthy fats, vitamin E, and modest protein that can help older adults recover after exercise and maintain muscle fullness between meals. Just 1 ounce of almonds provides about 6 grams of protein, along with antioxidant vitamin E that supports muscle cell repair and immune health. Chia seeds, though tiny, are rich in alpha-linolenic acid, an omega-3 fatty acid that helps soothe inflammation. When soaked in liquid, chia forms a soft gel, making it easier to swallow and safer for those with chewing or swallowing difficulties. Walnuts add more plant omega-3s and a satisfying crunch, but should be chopped or ground for easier use. For a simple, muscle-friendly breakfast or snack, stir 2 tablespoons of ground almonds or walnuts and 1 tablespoon of chia seeds into a bowl of Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, or warm quinoa porridge. This not only boosts protein and healthy fat, but also adds fiber for steady energy. For those who prefer a softer texture, blend nuts and seeds into smoothies or sprinkle ground versions into oatmeal. Always use unsalted, unflavored nuts and seeds. Avoid store-bought trail mixes, which often contain chocolate, dried fruit with added sugar, or salty coatings that undermine muscle health and add unnecessary calories. It's important to keep portions moderate, as nuts and seeds are calorie-dense. A small handful per day, or about 1 ounce, is enough to gain the benefits without risking weight gain. For elders with a history of choking or swallowing issues, always use ground or finely chopped nuts and mix well into soft foods. Whole nuts should be avoided if chewing is difficult. By using nuts and seeds as meal boosters rather than main protein sources, older adults can safely enrich their diet and support muscle recovery without the risks posed by processed snacks or large, hard pieces. Milk, in its many forms, has played a central role in supporting bone health, but its value for maintaining muscle after 60 depends on what's in the glass. Cow's milk and fortified soy milk each provide about 8 grams of complete protein per cup, along with vitamin D and calcium, nutrients that work together to protect both bones and muscles. For older adults, meeting daily protein needs can be a challenge, and liquid milks offer a practical solution, especially at breakfast or as a snack. Yet not all plant-based milks deliver the same support. Almond, oat, and rice milks often contain less than 2 grams of protein per cup unless specifically fortified, and even with added calcium or vitamin D, their protein content usually falls short. Unsweetened fortified soy milk stands out as the closest plant-based match to dairy. While most almond and oat milks, unless labeled with at least 6 to 8 grams of protein per serving, offer little more than flavored water. A simple protein shake can transform fortified milk into a daily tool for muscle maintenance. 1 cup of cow's milk or fortified soy milk, half a banana, 2 tablespoons of soft oats, and a scoop of unflavored protein powder or nut butter blend into a shake, supplying 20 to 30 grams of protein, plus calcium and vitamin D. For those with swallowing difficulties, adding frozen berries creates a smoother texture. Choosing unsweetened milks helps avoid excess sugar, and lactose-free versions of cow's milk or fortified soy milk offer the same benefits without digestive issues. Many plant milks are marketed as healthy, but without fortification and adequate protein, they fall short for muscle support. Unsweetened fortified dairy or soy milk remains the most reliable daily choice. Bright vegetables and berries hold a special place for muscle health after 60, not because they are high in protein, but because they amplify the benefits of every protein-rich meal. Bell peppers, for example, offer more than 70 milligrams of vitamin C per cup, enough to cover the daily requirement in just a handful of slices. This antioxidant is essential for repairing muscle after exercise and for building the collagen scaffolding that keeps muscle and bone connected and resilient. Berries, including strawberries, raspberries, and blueberries, are packed with polyphenols, plant compounds that help reduce oxidative stress, which can otherwise chip away at muscle strength over time. Spinach, while rich in nutrients, brings a high dose of vitamin K, so those on warfarin should keep portions steady and coordinate with their doctor. But peppers and most berries are naturally low in vitamin K and can be enjoyed daily without worry. For an easy, elder-friendly recipe, try a soft vegetable and berry compote. Steam a cup of spinach and half a red bell pepper until tender, then blend with a cup of mixed berries and a splash of orange juice. The result is a vibrant puree that can be served warm or chilled, spooned over Greek yogurt or cottage cheese for a nutrient-rich breakfast, or eaten alone as a refreshing snack. This recipe is gentle on the teeth and easy to swallow, yet it delivers vitamin C, fiber, and antioxidants that support recovery and help muscles respond to protein. For those who prefer a sweeter touch, simmer berries with a little water and cinnamon until soft. Then mash lightly for a quick compote to swirl into oatmeal or yogurt. It's important to remember that while green juices and superfood smoothies may seem like a shortcut to nutrition, they often lack the protein needed to prevent muscle loss. Juicing removes fiber and, unless blended with protein-rich foods, cannot substitute for a balanced meal. Instead, prioritize whole, bright vegetables and berries alongside your protein sources. For those managing blood thinners, peppers and berries are safe staples, while spinach can be included in small, consistent amounts. By making these colorful foods a daily habit, older adults can protect their muscles, boost recovery, and add flavor and variety to every meal. From fatty fish at number 10 to antioxidant-rich vegetables and berries at the very top, this countdown has revealed a powerful truth. Fighting sarcopenia after 60 is not about one miracle food, but building a routine of high-quality proteins, key micronutrients, and antioxidant support at every meal. The most surprising entries, like the crucial role of fortified milks and the synergy of colorful produce, showed that muscle strength depends on much more than just meat or traditional protein sources. Across all 10 entries, the common thread is targeted nutrition, hitting the leucine trigger, balancing plant and animal proteins, and choosing foods that are easy to prepare, digest, and combine safely. Foods that looked healthy on the surface, like flavored yogurts or refined grains, often fell short because of hidden sugars or missing nutrients. This list makes it clear, to protect muscle and independence with age, elders need to prioritize complete proteins, vitamin D, calcium, and a daily rainbow of produce. In the end, the real strength comes from variety, science-backed choices, and the simple act of making every meal count.